Welcome back to Part-Time Builds, guys. We're going to start on the caboose for the kiddie train ride. We found another dolly for $30 on Facebook Marketplace, and it said it had bad tires, and Mike already bought extra tires, so most of the work today and most of the filming will be on this thing. Hoping to move this axle up so I can get some stability, and then I want to build it like a two-seater back here. So a bench on the back, you can sit in it, and then you can get in and out of it right here. So I can put a little chain on it or something so kids can get in and out and go sit down in the back. I want to say thanks. Had a couple good suggestions about the build. Like a guy was saying to put foam around the holes that I cut. So far, the deburring tool that I used is working out great. I don't know if I showed it on there, but I use this tool here. It's for copper pipes and plumbing. If it does become an issue or I notice it's getting sharp or chipped, I will take that in consideration. I probably will end up putting foam pool noodles or something, you know. Stay tuned. We'll see what we can come up with this piece of crap here. Thanks. So got the workbench all cleaned up. Got this thing up there, and we're going to cut it off. I'm not going to try to save any of this rusted hardware, so I think the first thing we need to do is get all this old stuff off of it, because all I really need is the cage. And hope the audio is better on these, y'all. Wife said the audio has been horrible. Like I said, she's the one who does all the editing, and she said it's been a nightmare to edit because the audio is all over the place. So she got me these earbuds, which I'm not a big fan of wearing. I don't like wearing earbuds or earplugs and stuff like that like you should. So I'll have to get used to that, but hopefully it sounds better for you guys. There you have it. We got it all cut up. I'm gonna come back and clean up the studs, get them out, maybe fix this. Got this sitting up here. See about how we want to hook up these wheels. I got some 1-inch angle out there I'll probably use. I'm thinking I can just run a piece of angle across these two, because I kind of like the wheels to be in between here. And I'm thinking maybe I can span that 1-inch angle across here, come up with one off of it, kind of like an upside down T. Come up with one with a hole drilled in it, slide this through. Same thing here, and then run a gusset from the one sticking up from here to possibly this one. And that would keep it nice and sturdy so the axle don't want to fold over on itself. So I think I'll get my 1-inch angle pulled out of the grass out there, and then I'll take some measurements and get all my pieces cut. So what we have so far, as you see, I got it just roughly mocked up here, what I'm thinking about. I got my bracket here I'm going to weld to the frame. I got the riser here that puts the wheel about level with this when it's on. As you can see here, all I did was just notched it a little bit so I can get a weld around that. And then I'm going to put a weld here across the face on both sides here. Same thing there. Notched it so it cradles inside of there. I can get a weld here. So as my wife drinks the rest of my coffee. But and then I'm putting these here. I'm going to put these like that, and I angle cut them down. And that should help from the axle wanting to fold up on itself. So real rudimentary here. But this is what I have here to work with, so this is what I'm going to use. And show you all this too. To fit down in the angle's bent like this. So it's got a beveled edge in here. So I just took a grinder with a flat disc, took the edge off the angle so it fits in there nice and straight. So I can get a good weld on the bottom here and on the top. But I'll probably set you all up on the tripod. And I still got to put up some square lines here off the back where I want these risers to be. These don't really matter too much. I'll weld these in first and then pull a measurement. Put me a line here so I know where to put those, and I'll square them up with a square when I tack them in. So there you have it. I feel like that worked out pretty good. Worked pretty good. You saw in the time lapse, I put some more weld on that rod, just make it stable. I feel like these worked out pretty good, these gussets. I still want to tack a washer on the wheels. It's not rubbing anything, but I feel like it'd be better if it was out just a little bit more, and I got enough rod now. I can do that, and I'll probably cut the excess off. So I'll probably end up tacking a spacer or something behind these wheels to hold them out to about there. Drill a hole, put the Carter pin in it. And I need to take the wheels back off so I can put it lower so I can actually see. And then I got to cut up some more of that 1-inch angle and start designing my bench and my walls. So my plan for that is I'm going to come up pretty high. And granted, this is kids going to be sitting in this thing, so I don't need to come up too high, but probably about 2 foot with the angle. And then I'll come off of that and down on each side. And I'll build my bench inside of that in the back. Will be 2 foot, so it'll have about a 1 foot backrest and a 1 foot side so they can't fall out. I want it to come down about here and here all together with the walls, and then just build a little wall up here, probably the same height as the front. And then that'll be their in and out. So they'll end up walking into this and then walking to the back to sit down, kind of like a train car. So I just wanted to show y'all how, when I'm doing something like this, how I go about it and keep myself organized. I just wanted to show y'all that I sketch it out on an ISO paper, and now I can go in here and I can look at what I want on there measurement wise with a tape measure, and then I can write it here. And then once I get my measurements for all these pieces, then I can just go cut everything. So I got all the pieces cut up now, got them organized in the different sizes I need. These are all my uprights. These are the uprights in the front of the bench. Here's my front and my back. I was debating notching these, but I was looking at it. I'm going to put the angle. I'm going to be putting these in there like that and welding them. And you can see there's going to be a gap. So if I just weld that on the outside of the angle up high here, then it'll be pretty much the same gap. So when I put my siding on, it'll all be on the same plane. But I pretty much got everything cut, and Halls came out to help me. She's going to try to tack it up for me so I can hold it square. Oh, the rest of them are coming out. So we're going to put you on the tripod, and we'll get started here. I think that's going to do it for tonight. Sorry I ended up turning the time lapse off on y'all. My daughter accidentally knocked the, one of my daughters knocked the tripod over, and she helped me tack this stuff up. Probably past her bedtime now. Mama might not be happy about that, huh? No. But no, we got it pretty well tacked up, and you can see it's starting to look like something now. So that's going to be it. All this will be wood. I'm not sure if I'll follow this or I'll make it kind of curve. Probably curve, just to give the kids a little more support in there, because they're going to be sitting here. All right, so day 2 on the caboose build. Budget is officially out the window, by the way. One trip to Lowe's with the family, gone. No longer budget build. We're way over budget. So as you can see in the background, probably, I don't know, I got this plywood, so that's most of the budget right there. You know, $50 thin plywood that's going to fall off, only lasts about a year. And then got the girls paint. We did get one budget fine. When you're at Lowe's and you need to paint like just random projects that don't really matter. You get the discounted stuff that people got and realize they picked the wrong color. Well, perfect color for me because it's $7. All the other cans that the girls pick for their different carts are $23 a piece. One was $27 a piece. So $7 for the caboose for the. All right, PSA for y'all. I always check the clearance rack when I'm buying paint. This time I've been bamboozled, y'all. I got taken advantage of, as I never have them open it because it's just cheap. So I bought this red to do the barn for the train build, and someone filled it full of old white paint. So if y'all are at Lowe's and you're cheap like me and you're buying the paint, have one of them open it for you. Don't be like me. Barn build here because it's going to be the barn. Lurked out, and then we got them some little trays and brushes to paint their barrels. I still have to build one barrel. They're all waiting on me right now. So I got to get one barrel done. They can start painting while I'm welding out this caboose and cutting that $50 sheet of plywood up to build the outside of this thing. And that should be it. So stay tuned, guys. We'll probably set you up and I'll start welding this thing out. The wife's out here cleaning the barrels for the girls to paint. And I got this set up. I'm going to start welding while they're doing that, finish this welding, and then I need to get the plywood cut up for the sides. But probably put you on a time lapse of me welding this thing out. All right, so I got most of the welding done on the other one, the caboose. I got the girls out here painting their pigs and the sheep. Rosie, which one are you doing? A sheep. Gracie, what are you painting? Pig. Pink piggy. Ollie, what are you painting? A cow. So Ollie's gonna paint her dolly black, and then she's gonna put some black spots on there. But this is what we got going on so far. Ladies are painting. I'm welding. We're about to start cutting the wood for the caboose. All right, so I just wanted to show y'all what I'm doing with the wood. I already cut 2x2 squares out. These are going to be the front and back right here. And then what I got going on here is I just measured what I already built off of my ISO drawing that I showed you guys. And then the wife had a good idea. She said it probably needs to be curved on some of these edges for the kids and everything. It'd look better. So I just found a 5-gallon bucket and traced out the design, and I'll copy that for both sides. So I'm cutting these. Got to cut one more after this. Wanted to give you all a little update on what the girls got going on because it is going exactly as planned with the mess. So you can come out and look at this. So they went all out with this stuff. Look at this. I got a new design driveway leading up to the shop. We got a sheet that actually looks like wool because it's got so much paint on it. So that's a win. Gracie's killing it with her piggy. Minimal amount of paint on the lips and face. And Holly's down turned out really good. She just guessed on where to put spots. Put it together. Daddy probably should have got the sticker off, but you know, it goes with the whole budget. There you have it. Think that's a win? Yeah. Looks like a win to me. So now I should be able to just trace this out for the other side. we got updates. As you can see, got the sides on, got all the wood on, and then threw a coat of red on it for the barn. It's taken a long time to dry, guys, but it's wood. It has to soak it all up. We might put another coat, but when we're done, to make it look more like a barn, we'll probably outline the back and the front, and then put a white X on it. To go with the farm theme. I want to show y'all what I got done for the wheels. Tacked the washer on, drilled the hole for the Carter key, so now we can put the wheels. We tested it before. I think my wife's got some footage of that. If we do, we'll put it in there. I took the kids around with it just before we painted it. To stabilize it, I just put this plate. I got cleaned it up a little bit, but we put this bar all the way through, and I welded it to each one of the braces. Welded it to this brace, and then I put this plate on there to drill through. So that's how that went on. What else did I do since last time? Oh, I got the seat boards cut and drilled, and we just countersunk and used Phillips head self-tappers to anchor the seats. I got them sitting over there on the bench, but just 1x4 boards for that. The pig and the sheep and the cow are still not dry, so hopefully I'll be able to get this thing put back up on the mower today, at least get so y'all can see the whole thing before we post this video. That about wraps it up on this build. This is one of those projects that'll never be done. Y'all know how that is. But like I said, I want to put some white X's on here. And I'm sure we're going to have a bunch of other stuff. Seats in. Caboose is built. Cow, sheep, pig. Mower's running fantastic. Pulled out of the weeds mower, still kicking. But that'll probably do it. Paint's still a little wet, but took the girls for a ride anyway. They didn't want to wait. Pretty happy with this one, guys. Let me know in the comments if y'all got any suggestions what I should do with it from here. We're obviously going to use the crap out of this thing, but if there's anything else I should do, I know for a fact I want to put some foam on this. I didn't think this through in the build. That always happens, but I want to put some foam around here just to make it a little more comfortable. I might even line it, put a backrest, but that's about it. It tows good, as you'll see. I can put some clips up. But that does it. Appreciate y'all's support. Thanks for watching.